would say the top 3 questions are, what do you even eat? How do you get your protein? And don't you miss cheese? I would say a lot of food very easily, and no, I don't know. Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about the vegan essentials that I have in my kitchen pretty much all the time, that I use all the time and pretty much always have on hand. But first, I should preface it by saying I am not 100% vegan. I do eat fish occasionally and I eat eggs almost every week, so I'm not a full vegan. Other than that, I pretty much am vegan, and that is truly a personal choice. I think when I first became vegan years ago, I definitely went through that pretentious phase where I always wanted to talk about being vegan, like the stereotype. That was me. And I think if you ever meet a vegan and they don't admit to going through a pretentious phase, at least at some point, they are lying, or they're currently in it. I could not care less now what other people eat. It's truly just a personal choice. I do not crave meat at all, and then I have a dairy intolerance, so I'm like 90% of the way there, you know, right there. So I do eat fish and eggs because I like fish and eggs, and that's just what I like to eat. The second reason I prefer to eat mostly plant-based is that's the way that God created us to be. I don't know, it's just a cool thing for me sometimes to be eating a completely vegan meal, just all things that come from the earth, and knowing that God made them with all of the protein and the fiber and all these nutrients and vitamins that we need just from the beginning of time. Before anyone knew what those things were, before anyone knew what protein or carbs or anything was, God made that out of the earth. And sometimes, I don't know, that just hits me and I'm like, this is so cool. So I think that that's the way that we were created to eat. I think that there's a whole bunch of benefits to incorporating more plant-based foods into your diet. And that's really what this video is about. It's not to convince you to be vegan by any means, but if you're watching this, you kind of care about incorporating vegan foods. So let's get into it. The snacks that we have consistently change depending on just what we're in the mood for, but there are a few things that we pretty much always have. These things are so good. I love Go macro bars, and this is my favorite flavor, peanut butter chocolate chip. I love peanut butter more than anything, and this thing is so good. So I just like to have these. They're easy to eat on the go. Some sort of cracker, again, it's constantly changing, but always have chickpeas. These ones are really good. They're called a little bit of everything. I love to put these in like trail mix, stuff like that. This popcorn is the best popcorn I've ever had. Truly, truly. And it kind of has like a kettle corn vibe, but much better than kettle corn. It's very subtle. Eric does not like kettle corn, and he thinks that this popcorn is delicious. Even just the smell is so good. Chips, always have chips and salsa on hand. Not really particular about the kind of chips. Right now we have these blue corn ones. Clearly we've been eating them. Also been eating these pita chips. My new favorite snack is carrots and hummus and these pita chips. I have that almost every day when I get home from school. So good. We also always have some sort of nuts. Right now it's peanuts, sometimes almonds, whatever. I have some pumpkin seeds. This is the last of this batch. Oats. I have oatmeal probably like 2 or 3 times a week. Like I said, peanut butter, the big boy. I always have either almond butter or cashew butter as well. I love cashew butter. It's definitely more expensive, but I think it's my favorite kind of nut butter. I really like Vega brand protein powder. I like to put this in my oatmeal. I love making protein shakes. Vegan mac and cheese. It's a hit or miss, I will just say that. This brand is by far the best. Sometimes you eat vegan mac and cheese and you're like, the vegans have gone too far. I've tried making vegan mac and cheese homemade from scratch. Disgusting. This stuff, good. We also always have some sort of like vegan pasta. What is this kind? This is grain and legume. Cacao nibs are my new obsession. I bought this not that long ago and there's an embarrassing amount gone. I love putting it over a smoothie or on oatmeal or yogurt or whatever. Super good. I also like adding hemp hearts to a lot of things. And then I also always have some sort of granola on hand because it's just easy to throw it on top of yogurt or whatever. Nutritional yeast. It tastes just like cheese. And I know what you're thinking. Nothing tastes like cheese unless it's cheese. But I'm telling you, this does. I put it over that popcorn. Game changing. I'm telling you, it's so good. You will never meet a vegan who does not like nutritional yeast. They're obsessed with it. There are 4 canned goods that we constantly have. Again, we always have other random ones, but these are the 4 that I always have on hand. Black beans, lentils, refried beans, and chickpeas. Always have like at least 2 or 3 cans of chickpeas. And yes, all of these are dented because they all taste the same. I don't know who needs to hear that, but they do. And it's called being vegan on a budget, okay? I'm just gonna leave it there. I love bananas. Bananas and peanut butter, unmatched. Best snack of all time. Bananas are always cheap. Always. Year round. They're like 29 cents a pound. It's amazing. I always have tofu. I have it probably 2 times a week. And I'm not a person that always buys organic by any means. I don't really believe in that, to be honest, but I like the extra firm, like water drained tofu. This is just so much quicker and easier. I love roasted kale. I went through a phase. This was a dark time when I tried to do a juice cleanse. Never do a cleanse, ladies. It never works, okay? It's just all a scam. But I used to do this juice cleanse and it was like 3 days of just eating or drinking basically vegetables and fruit. And one of them was this kale smoothie and it scarred me. I took 1 sip of that and I was done with kale for the next like 5 years. I could not even smell kale without just those memories, those terrible memories coming back to me. And probably like 6 months ago, I was like, you know what? I feel like I would like kale if I tried it again. And I did. And now I always have to have it. If you're forgetting about a vegetable, you can just throw some kale on a pan, drizzle with olive oil, salt and pepper, whatever. Throw it in the oven for like 10 minutes. Done. Always have spinach. I love putting spinach in my smoothies, my protein shakes. Also just nice to have. I like throwing it in pasta. 9 times out of 10, we have broccoli because it's consistently the cheapest. And I really like broccoli, so win-win. This big 3-pound bag of carrots. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, 10 times out of 10, I just dip this in hummus and eat it like it is. Don't even wash it, don't even grate it, don't even cut it up. And I'm still alive to tell the tale. I've been doing it for years, so. And they're not organic. Sue me. Right now we have some zucchini and eggplant. I've gotten into eggplant recently. It's kind of hard to cook because it can easily get mushy, but I like the challenge of it. It's really good in the air fryer. Also really like this coconut milk yogurt. It's dairy free. Is it vegan? It is dairy free, but Oh yeah, it is. The plant-based mozzarella, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is not great. It's not fantastic. There are better kinds, but you know what? My friends at Walmart are giving me a great value, so I'm gonna buy it. Okay? Avocados. Cool. That is gonna wrap up my video today. I think I'm gonna hit up one of these snacks right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see something else or have any encouragement or advice or whatever, please let me know. Comment. If you're not subscribed, please do so already. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.